Good morning, good morning, good morning. And greetings from beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Man, I wonder where he is. I know the location, but where is he? Yeah, I gotta be here now all right now. We said this morning we're gonna start with a sea bath. Well, I've already had my first. I do not know how I'm gonna get from where I am back into the water safely with this camera, but we can do our absolute best. Of course, we can protect our equipment as west as possible. Cheese on breads. I guess I got a coastline on my mind right now. Good morning to each and every one of you all the fans of Whole Town, all the fans of the West Coast, all those Westies and the Wibs on board here. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, especially to my beautiful co-star. Good morning to you, and thank you for all your help this morning. If you were looking at YouTube this morning and you were unable to see 2 videos up, I don't know what's going on there. We've uploaded actually 3-step on 2 occasions, and they're both up in public profile, but we're not seeing them. So we'll work on that later on today. But you can always check it on Facebook if you would like. Had a great time at Q in the community last night. We talked a little more about that. We talked a little bit more about the life in Barbados, and we talked a little bit more of how amazing I am later on. But right now what we'd like to do is hopefully all of us will get together and we'll say our serenity prayer. Remember, this is a prayer for peace and direction and comfort and guidance and calmness. I use this all the time for sure, and every day and multiple times throughout the day. Many times when challenges come my way, I say the serenity prayer until I actually hear it and understand it, because a lot of times I still want to control stuff, although I know what is right and what is wrong. You know already, I'm human, just like all of us, so I'm not excluding any of you all. We all do things that we know we're not really supposed to do. Unfortunately, sometimes it is under the guise of other stuff, but you know, it happens sometimes. So good morning to you. First of all, forget yesterday, or don't forget it. Forgive yourself for anything you may have done yesterday. We're starting a brand new day today. Your clock starts right now. Remember, enjoy every second of every minute of every day. That's what we do in life. Okay, we're going to start our serenity prayer. We're going to let the sunrise itself. Please join us if you'd like to. Otherwise, we'll be back to you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Sun hasn't fully come up yet, so you're not able to see transparency out here, but I can see it. But I'm sure the resolution that you're looking through, you're unable to see it. You're probably just seeing the water moving and stuff. You may see some darker shadows indicating reef, but it is transparent. It's like looking through glass this morning. What a beautiful day. One thing for sure is, though, we may not be able to see through the water, but we can surely see this beautiful and heavenly glow that's coming in our direction from the sun this morning. Promises of a new day. So people, whatever happened yesterday, you leave that behind. Let's move forward today. Let us all move forward in happiness and joy. And remember, a lot of people around us, unfortunately, don't have the technology, don't have electricity, don't have any means of seeing what we're seeing and enjoying the company that we're keeping this morning. So please, wherever you go today, give a smile. And if someone doesn't respond to that smile or respond to your love and affection that you're sharing with them, don't worry about that. You don't know what they're going through. Remember, there are many days that we go out there that people smile at us and stuff, and we don't even see them because of our own anxiety and our own challenges that we're facing. So imagine how where we are, we're able to look at this morning. We're able to go on YouTube or Facebook. We're able to greet and love friends on board here. A lot of people don't have that facility. They said, you know, many people are not even eating this morning. You got to think about them as well too. So if you run across anyone today, don't judge them by their appearance. Give them a smile from your heart. They're all children of God. This beautiful morning glow tempts me in the worst of ways. So I'm gonna have to give in to temptation now. I'm gonna have to show you the most amazing view for the entire day. Good morning to you. I'll be showing you this multiple times today, just to let you know tomorrow with our 𝗲𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗘 Saturday, we're not advertising it because where we're going tomorrow is an extremely strenuous location. It is also a place where parking is extremely limited and where we're gonna have to use 2 vehicles. So we're not advertising it because if you go to the starting point and you walk with us, it's a long way to get back to where your vehicle is parked. So we're not really putting up that tomorrow. We're going to bring you something different. Ms. Care will be with us, so hopefully we'll be able to run 2 different operations at the same time. One being a live vlog whenever we have signal that permits it, because in a lot of areas it doesn't permit it. And then in other areas we can do little 4Ks for you, little parts, we put them together and then we put them up on YouTube later on through the course of the day. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. To all of our Q family and friends and the Q team from 100.7 FM, thank you so much for last night. You know, I was talking the whole week and hyping it up. From the time I heard last week Thursday about having a gymnasium queue in the community, and it certainly did not disappoint. It's one of the best queues you can possibly imagine. Lots of room. Imagine that place last night looked like all the other venues, and that was chock-a-block, shoulder to shoulder, people all over the place. When I was leaving, there were no car parks available, and later on in the night I saw some footage from it was from 100.7 QFM, and there were crowds there, unbelievable crowds. So imagine that massive venue had thousands of people yesterday. So you were enjoying that. If you were there with us, thank you EMC Live Warriors for your companionship, and to anyone that watched it after, we hope you appreciate the party that we had, and we hope you appreciate the love and joy that we were bringing. Just a quick mention on the microphone situation. We had some issues. If we don't take off a directional mic, which helps us buffer the wind and actually put it for someone to talk to, you sometimes don't hear it. So there were some of the interviews last night you may not have completely heard, but we are working on that. We have some technology in line, just waiting on the right time, and also some monies to purchase it. So we'll be doing that as soon as we can. We'll bring you the absolute best that we possibly can bring you with what we have to offer. So hopefully you're enjoying that, and hopefully you'll continue to watch with us. All right, it is now beginning to get a little more transparent out here. So what I can do is I can show you some of the reef section out here. We're going to go a little further on, don't worry about it. It is low tide or coming to low tide. I think low tide is like 7:15. This is not my intended location. I told the co-star this morning when I was leaving home where we were going, and then I called her back, or I sent her a message halfway down, tell her, change the location. I was having a serious draw to here. But now I'm on top of this raft. I am wondering how I'm going to get off of the raft with the gimbal without soaking everything. But we'll see how we can do that. We do it bit by bit, and we just take our time. So we see a lot of jitteriness and a lot of strange kind of movements going on this morning. You understand, we're just trying to save the equipment and not get it wet. So to each and every one of you all, good morning. Welcome to Barbados. This is beautiful, beautiful Barbados. If you are a person that has been here before, I don't have to sell you this island because you're on here right now, because you know what this place has to offer. You have found the magic here. This is your second home. Even if those that are Barbadians have left here to go overseas to try and make a better life for themselves and stuff, they still always call themselves Bajan, or once a Bajan, always a Bajan. Even those that come here as part-timers every year, they call themselves Bajans too, and they're right to do so because they have spent so much time here on this island. You know, they're entitled to call themselves Bajan if they want. I am a Bajan. Say it from your heart. If it's where your heart is, that is who you are. So say it this morning with me. I am a Bajan. So, I may not have quite the accent, but you can throw that in. I'm sure you've been here long enough. You know this, we're in a Bajan accent. Alright, so here we go. Trials and tribulations. I'm going to leave you focused in this direction at the moment, and I hopefully I'll be able to reach this when I get any water, and hopefully we can do this safely. I don't want to damage the equipment, but I want to start going on the vlog and get into the home area where it's a little drier than where I am at the moment. I don't have a problem with the wetness, but I just want to make sure I get the camera equipment away from the water as soon as I can. Thanks again to Sandpiper for letting us use their raft. We actually didn't seek permission, but we know they're fine with it. I'm sure of that. So this morning, thank you to Sandpiper again for allowing us and giving us this accommodation that we can bring this beautiful, beautiful sunrise to everyone in the world from your raft. This is Sandpiper Hotel, usually known as the is the Sandpiper, usually known as Sandpiper Hotel. Is now just called or referred to as a Sandpiper. Just over to the left is what used to be Settlers Beach. I say used to be, it probably still carries the name. but I haven't seen anyone in there for a very long time, so I'm not too sure if they're reopening or they're not reopening. This is going to be a little swim going in because we're going against the winds, as you can appreciate. Also against the current as well. Not much current out here, but definitely the winds for sure. So a little bit of jitteriness and stuff going on, as you can appreciate, but we can do our best for you. Over in the distance, Folkestone Park, also known as a surf break. Out there you see waves break on the outside section. That is called, well, small waves. That is called Church Point. That is predominantly a right, very quick, very steep, but a short ride. If you get the west coast really big and you come out here at low tide, you will probably leave with some of your skin on the reef. Just like Tropicana and other places, it's a very, very shallow drop. The bigger it gets, so deeper the water it goes, so a little bit better. You still then do come into the shallow reef as it starts to break and barrel on the inside section. Beautiful this morning. Absolutely stunning. For those of you that are on the island, please get outdoors today. It's looking like an absolutely fabulous day. We were seeing some clouds and stuff coming in this morning. We had some rain and thing. I hope you all are hearing me because there is quite a bit of wind. We're not using a microphone because we had a water start, so we decided not to use the mic this morning, so hopefully you're hearing me. I can project my voice. Alright, Sandpiper, let's give them a little more feed in because they have given us that beautiful facility this morning to start our vlogging. Sandpiper have the regular hotel area. When I say regular, don't confuse it. This is 5-star kind of quality here, right? So this is the normal section, and then if you want to rent a villa section, you can do so over there. You can rent the entire structure as one big accommodation. If you have a big family here or anything like that, you can rent the up and lower section, or you can rent it independently, the upper or the lower section. Of course, that's going to come at a little bit more pricey because it's by itself. And as you can see, look at the size of that. Is that not just beautiful? You will notice though that all of these places here, everyone to the lower side has curtains, and that, or I should say blinds, and that is because in the afternoon time, as you all know, no matter what happens on the west coast, all of the shadows that you sit under on the trees and stuff disappears because the angle of the sun. So you will notice that all of them have up their blinds to give a little bit of protection in the afternoon. Even the massive villa there with the inset gallery also has up all the blinds in the front section because it does get really hot in the afternoon. If you want an intense burn, I mean the most intense burn, I would say come west side. West side offers you a tanning that you will not find on most of the other sections, and that's because you don't feel the breeze down here. You're going to sweat a lot. So what happens is no matter how much sunblock you put on, unless you do it repeatedly, your sunblock is going to come off because the sweat's going to bring it off. So if you're not repeatedly putting on your sunblock, you can lose layers of skin out here. So please remember that. You're going to sweat down here in the west a lot more than you would in the other coastlines. Sometimes you get some wind, but most of the time you don't get a really brisk wind down here. So it feels a lot hotter. As I said, obviously the heat is going to bring you sweat. The sweat's going to remove your sunscreen, and therefore your block that you think you have on, if you have on a 30 block and stuff, after an hour or so, it is going to be gone, or most of it will be gone. So be careful. Just keep reapplying and you should be fine. That won't be a problem. What a beautiful morning. We've actually made it to the beach now, but what we can do is we're going to take a circle of love from here. This is a beautiful start. We tried this once before from one of the rafts on at Colony Club. Unfortunately, the signal out there was absolutely terrible, and we had a horrible morning. When I say a horrible morning, not a very good morning as in technological wise, but otherwise that it was a beautiful morning. But we couldn't bring the beauty that we want to bring to you because of the actual signal dips and stuff we're experiencing. We actually had a lot of signals that cut out and stuff. It was a morning that I don't want to re-experience, so we thought we'd start this morning on this raft, which we know the signal in this general area is a lot better. Okay, that's the former Discovery Bay Hotel where you're seeing all of the boarding and stuff up. That should be building fairly soon. We've heard different names for it. I've heard Starfish, I've heard some other names as well. So let's wait and see exactly what that ends up being. It hasn't actually started construction yet, but they have prepared for that to start for sure. Alright, so I'm a little limited this morning because I have obviously our faithful and reliable bodyboard. So that is our flotation device we're using today. I did not bring the power float because the power float doesn't give me the kind of flotation I require to get out to this raft and get back in with camera equipment. So you will notice I have a bodyboard with me. Beautiful, beautiful. No one really on the beach yet this morning. Yeah, I can smell bacon coming across here like crazy. crazy. So for all the people that like a good buffet breakfast and stuff, I can tell you it is going on here. So come and check it out if you're in the area. Come and see if you can get to come into the restaurant. I'm not sure about the coming in as a general public, but you can check it out if you want. I can tell you the bacon's smelling divine for sure. Yes, I do eat meat on occasions now. I always have eaten meat, but I didn't eat red meat and consume red meat for a very long time. So that is changed now, because I've actually started to put a little bit of red meat in my diet. Not too much, but I'm preparing for our Port Fest on Saturday. We will be joined tomorrow by our hikeologists, definitely our surfologists, aka the mountain goat of EMC that we ran. So he'll be joining us tomorrow. He'll be actually leading us on that hike. Well, we're all leading each other, but we're going to say it's going to be Ryan, because if we get lost, we're going to blame it on him, and we're going to put it on camera. So Ryan, if we get lost tomorrow, I'm blaming it on you. I haven't actually done the section or where we're going tomorrow for over 30 years, so I'm thrilled to do it. It's one of the remaining sections of Barbados that we have not done as yet on the coastline. So we should be able to put that on our map very soon, and we've done pretty much all of it, but just a little section, but we'll be covering that tomorrow. So I'm not telling you more about that. If you were being with us from the very beginning, you would know where we have been and where we have not been, so you'll be able to expect what's been going on tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of you are pretty aware of where we will probably be going, as many of you have been on the entire coastline with us, except for two very small areas. One will be done tomorrow, and the other will be done in a 4K resolution, because the signal there is just not good enough. But we will be doing that as well too. We promised to do that for a little while, but we just got so busy with all the other stuff that we haven't got around to it as yet. If you want some beers, you want some cheers, hey, beers, cheers, can't think of anything else that rhymes. You could come up here and get some food as well from this guy. He offers seating right underneath these coconut trees here. Put some tables and benches and stuff. Good morning, how are you all this morning? Good to see you all, man. I see you doing some walking, man. You going to work now? All right, my brother, have a good day, right? All right, respect, man. Yeah, for sure. Beautiful. It's looking lovely, isn't it? So you can see how nice that villa is, and how right out on the beach section it is. Now we're in low tide, so this beach is looking extremely wide. You can find down here at certain times of year with really very little sand in front of these steps here. It depends on the time of year, especially around north swell time. The sand is going to shift a lot. You will find a beach, but sometimes with the high tide and the little surges, not when there's a big swell, but under some conditions you can get wet coming around here in front of these rocks. Not wet as in your whole body, but you can get wet, your feet wet and stuff. So that will tell you how small down here in this section can be on some occasions. But this morning, pristine and ultimate conditions. Absolutely beautiful. Those of you who are joining us now, we're the EMC early morning crew. Our whole family moves towards the direction of light, whatever their light is. That's not relevant. It's all positive. We all share love, care and kindness. If you're coming on here now and you're unable to send a comment, you can't find a comment button, that's because you're not a friend or a friend of a friend. So please send your friend request to me on Facebook, so that you will be able to come on here in the morning and share your peace and love and all your positivity with our family as well. There's never enough love. So bring yours and bring it for us as well. We also are celebrating today because we've got to Friday. It is called Fatigue Friday. Do I need to tell you all why? I mean, we have talked the whole week. I'm coming back over to let you all see the most beautiful thing in Barbados. So just hold for me a second. I don't want to deprive anyone who just came on of not seeing the real beauty of Barbados. But what we did last night is we did the longest consistent or consecutive and flowing live vlog to date. That was 1 hour and 50 minutes. We normally do, or we've been trying to do, or we're setting up to do 3 different vlogs on YouTube, or 3 different vlogs of Q&A community. First one being Let's Get It Started, which would be going around and interviewing everyone that we possibly can. The second section would be of line dancing, and the third section would be of the 3-step oldie goldies. However, yesterday the interviews went on and on and on so long that I didn't even realize the line dancing started. So we quickly did like an intermission, like a quick snap of the camera, and then started back up. We didn't actually stop the flow of the commentary and stuff, only just for a brief second to catch my breath. And then we started back up. So we did 1 hour and 50 minutes in that section, and we did almost 50 minutes on the second, on the line dance, on the 3 steps. So a big day definitely. So I am definitely celebrating Fatigue Friday. That we gave it its name for the time we started to really do the Q&A community, because it was a day when we were just trying to capture our energy back again. Now, some puppet on here, well, not on here, and a group that I go into said that I am complaining of being tired and the Olympians don't get tired. Well, you see, if you were to work out as hard as I work out and were as athletic and throw as much energy as they throw, you would get tired. All Olympians get tired, you know, just as we sprint quick. You can hear, not even a head station in talk this morning, your mouth rattling, all the gears are on, and I'm flicking through first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Alright, so here we go again. So a lot of people were pulling the line still last night. Betty, I saw all your comments, and I will deal with you because I know I will be seeing you soon. So I shall deal with you for all your comments last night. Simon, I don't have to say nothing with you because you already destroy yourself, so that ain't a problem. Cheryl Arcock, good morning to you. As I said before, we have a lot of people that I could pick on this morning because they always pick on me. Remember, if you're on YouTube, you are seeing, or you all are hearing me talking and going at people. You all are not seeing the comments that are flowing on Facebook. So I recommend that anyone that goes on YouTube, if you want to see what it's all about, understand why I may not appear to be the nicest and kindest and most caring and loving person in the world, you all will understand that the comments here are all through love, all through happiness, and all through joy. But you need to come over and have a look and see what we're talking about and stuff so you can understand. Alright, we're directly in front of Mango Bay, so if the Facebook convict is on here, I named him the Facebook convict, Mark Broad. Good morning to you, my brother. If you're on, I know we're at your hotel. I know a lot of you love this hotel. We can go up in higher elevation. We normally do it for right down on the beach, but you know what, right up this morning. Have a look at it. Let you see it in a little better angle and stuff. This is a lovely hotel. It's all inclusive. It's a sister hotel for the Sands on the south coast. They also purchased and opened another property down here called 𝗂𝐻 Beach Bar. We'll show you that in a minute. Or 𝗂𝐻 Restaurant and Beach Bar. High end, very much like what Nikki Beach used to be like originally. Very similar to that as well. You know, beautiful chairs and umbrellas and stuff, and they all complement this beach section, which I would definitely say is the best beach on the west coast. To me, is the best and most beautiful beach on the west coast, and it rivals a lot of the ones on the southwest and also on the south side. That is for sure. It is a beautiful beach. I spent a lot of time down here recently. I don't need to tell you all why. You all would know why, but I spent a lot of time down here, and if I am being blinded through love, that is not a problem, because I can't think of a better way to be blinded than that, for sure. Pristine conditions, absolutely perfect. A little bit more of a ripple on the water than I thought we'd get this morning, but the winds are very strong on the island right now, hence we are not over on the east side taking a sunrise in this morning. That's why we actually came westward. And also because we haven't really been in the sea for a little while. We want to share this with you because tomorrow will not be a sea day. And as you know, Sunday, if you get a broadcast, it will be a random one. And then we'll start back into Monday as usual. Those of you on the island, please get outdoors and enjoy this. Don't stay in your hotel room. If you're an all-inclusive hotel, fine, go back for your meals, but try and get outside and enjoy what Barbadian culture and hospitality is all about. You know, a lot of people come to all-inclusive resorts, stay on that resort from the time they land until the time they leave. They have the time of their life. I'm not telling you that you can't have the time of your life, but you don't really know true Barbados unless you sit and talk to some Bajans in different environments. So don't just go to one beach, travel around a little bit. Go and talk to a few Bajans at different locations, or even on the inland section, and understand what Barbados is all about. Try and get the feel of Barbados, not just the visions of a beach that you may be on, or the bars that are in the surrounding area. Try and get out there and experience the island, and know that the cultures from coast to coast, actually cultures from beach to beach change. I'm a beach person, I can tell you. Every beach you go to, you'll find a little different culture. Although it's all beach culture, they all vary in some form or another. It's a beautiful morning. Now, of course, you know who's going to come to mind when I'm here, and that would be my adorable co-star. I see a dark cloud up there. I don't have our Sky Water Force field with me or anything, so I don't even have a hat today because I was in the water. But if, in fact, not if, I know my co-star is on for sure. So this is where you can talk to Jeanette if you want to stay here. Good morning to Dave and everyone else, not saying anything where they're staying, but good morning to Dave, etc. and the family. But if you're interested in staying right here on this beach in a garden oasis, I'm going to project up over there because I know the malicious and nosy conductor, and also the same co-star likes to see. So here you go. If you would like accommodations in here in the garden, please contact Jeanette, because you could be staying here and you could be sleeping here, and then you can walk out here on a morning. this is what your first view will be as soon as you leave your garden oasis. This. Beautiful. Look at this one, huh? Cheese on breads. Now today will be a short vlog. Jeez. I've been saying that all week. We be setting records since last week. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why we're ending up being so long in the vlogs, but I can't help it. If I haven't talked enough, I gotta find somebody to talk to. Poor Jeanette, she takes the brunt of it all. You know, every day we'll talk her ear off, so let me share some of the talk with you all. All right, now she probably has it on mute, and she'll probably follow it later on though, because she can't resist hearing me. My voice is like, I don't know, a package of hearts and love. We talked about 𝐵𝗲𝐻 just now. As you can see, very unusual looking beach bar. Really lovely though. I mean, absolutely lovely. They're working on the grounds up behind. As you can appreciate, this is a derelict building for a very long time. So they've done a lot of work here. They're starting to actually beautify it and shape up the bush over there that you can see. So it's looking fairly good right now because a lot of cutting has gone on and pruning. But this is beautiful. They have the inside section, lots of fans. And there's obviously it will get a little bit warmish as well, but they have tons of fans all over. It's not air conditioned. I don't know which section. Maybe there may be a section that's air conditioned. I'm not too familiar with it because I haven't been in myself. I've been in front of it many times, and I've seen people having an amazing time here. Usually packed off in season. You really don't get chairs out here at all in season, but please come and check them out. They have all the luxuries. They bring you drinks to you on the beach, bring your food to you on the beach, do whatever. It's everything is here. So it is a high-end beach bar for sure. Beautiful. We're not going to go up on the property. As you can see, lots of security cameras all around, so we don't want to set off any alarms or anything. Not too familiar with what the procedure is down here. Not going to go any closer, but you can see how beautifully laid out it is. We can step off a little bit and let you have a look at it again. We're just showing you from this angle here. And what I can do is go over here now and let you have a look and see how beautiful this beach section is. Beautiful. Now most of you guys will use this place here to either take their boats into the water or bring them out. So please, if you're coming down here and you come down in First Street or Second Street, down that section here, whether you're walking or whatever, please be careful in this section because there are a lot of boats that are moving in and out. And also please park with consideration as well. If you do come down here, I recommend you don't actually park down here because it's a very, very active area unless you're using 𝗲𝗲 or unless you're coming here to actually swim in this section here. I really wouldn't park in this area and then go walking anywhere, but because of its limitations in the parking facilities. But you can see the big tree that was there has been taken down. I'm not sure if they're going to remove the actual lower section itself. I'm sure they will eventually. But you can also see in that tree that the middle is hollow. So you understand it wasn't only just taken down to make room, it has been taken down because of a safety issue. You can see the center of that bark there has a hole going right through it. That's the one laying on the ground just to the slight right of that car itself. But this is one of the areas that you can get to this beach from if you so desire. Like I said, if you come down here, you may get blocked in as well. So it's not a place I recommend parking. I would park somewhere in the whole town area or down in Folkestone car park and then walk up here and enjoy this beautiful beach. Alright, so 360 time. Time to enjoy this beauty. Let's start where we want to end. Let's start on the boats and let's come back to the boats. So here we go. Get ready. A little bit of silence for you all. No! My breath is fine, my mouth is in gear, I'm actually biting my tongue to keep quiet. So understand the pain I'm going through for you all to have this silence. Enjoy. No, that's beautiful. Alright, as you were walking on the beach, there are a couple of things that I'd like to draw your attention to. I didn't draw your attention to when we were walking up there. I would run in my mouth. I didn't think about it, but I just thought about it. In this is there, you may have seen on the way up, they had two poles out of the water. They have little lights on them to mark that there's a groin that has been laid there. It's actually to stop the surge of the waves coming out on the beach and pulling out the sand. However, it is a colony for lots of fish now. So if you like to snorkel and you can't swim too well, like Cheryl and Mary, and also the water baby, you can come down here and put your little ring around you, whatever you choose to call it, and float out, even your armbands, and float out there and do some snorkeling. You know, got a little wind this morning, but otherwise that you really don't get blown around or any currents that move you out here in normal. You get a big north swell around the Christmas time, but at the moment, with these conditions, are usually really good at this time of year, unless the tropical system passes the north and pushes the swell backwards. There's also another one that runs right across this section here. You can see the little marker over there as well that comes right across this area here. Now this area in particular is probably one of the most popular areas to snorkel around. On the outer section of it, on the inside you may find a couple of boats. There's a lovely little sandbar between here and the actual reef itself. We can go there and look at it now. Let me put that in some bodyboard, hold on a sec. But here is one of the most popular spots in Barbados to snorkel. A lot of catamarans will stop here, and that's because they feed the sea turtles. They have terrapin here, and they also have stingray as well that swim in this water. So you will come out here and find a lot of boats. Sometimes you can find 5, 6 of the catamarans more just halfway between here and those other boats. And you know, you can see all the fun. And if you like people watching, this is the place to come, definitely, because when the catamarans come in here is action and more action. And also this beach gets a little bit busy as well too in season, because all these hotels around here will be full, as you can appreciate. And as you would also know, the erosion on the west coast is still really bad. The beaches are definitely looking a little more healthy. It's going to take a long time to rebuild, but because of the erosion, this is one of the biggest strips of sand and the best swimming areas that you will find anywhere on the west coast for sure. So you'll find a lot of people coming here, and Whole Town is just around the corner. You have all of the condos and all of the villas in at Sunset Crest, etc. So you will find quite a few people down here as well, but still plenty of room. But don't everybody come over here now and block out the beach, because I want my spot, so it's not a problem. I know that Jeanette will reserve my spot for me for sure. Right, so we just show you how shallow it is where we are. Remember, it is low tide. But right now we're walking just about hip deep of water, and we're almost at the same rocks where all the snorkeling goes on. So as you can see, even for those non-swimmers, and I don't really want to call their names, I don't like to bring any shame to anybody, but Mary, Cheryl, and also the water baby, which is Simone Thompson, we got to mention her name in full. You know, you all can come out here, and right now I'm just a little deeper than waist deep, coming up to maybe chest deep of water. Well, hold on a minute though, I don't think Simone can stand up here. If it's chest deep, Simone will probably already be underwater and splashing like a person that cannot swim, of course. But look how beautiful it is. I see Mark brought on here. Mark, I'm glad you're on this morning, my brother. Beautiful. So all here, beautiful. Low tide, more of these rocks are going to come up. So out here is just stunning. It looks like a lovely little lagoon here as well. Natural, well not natural because it's actually man-made, but man-made lagoon. So all along here, you can see the rocks beginning to come up, so tides beginning to drop off. We've been down here for super moon low tides, where almost this entire reef section here, artificial reef section, has been above the water level. It is really beautiful out here though, I gotta tell you. I mean beautiful, I mean beautiful. You could take that however you want to take that. I know you're going to take some licks for that, but I don't mind. I gotta tell you, you know already, I gotta speak the truth. Down here, it's absolutely fabulous. A beautiful, beautiful beach for sure. All the facilities of Whole Town. Now remember, from the time we started these vlogs, I've been saying that I love Whole Town because Whole Town is very similar to what it's like on the south coast. The infrastructure of Whole Town, it has everything. Bars, restaurants, supermarkets, fast food shops, bistros, plant shops, pizza houses, everything you could possibly imagine, all located in Whole Town. The difference is that the South Coast has Whole Town on steroids. The South Coast has miles and miles of the exact same thing. So if there's anywhere on the island that I could easily settle and be comfortable because of the surrounding environment and because of the infrastructure, it would definitely be on any Whole Town area for sure. It's beautiful. Yes, I agree with Roosevelt. And Roosevelt, I gotta thank you, man, because I saw your name and your comments coming up from the beginning of Q in the Community last night to the end of Q in the Community. And many other people as well. But that name, Roosevelt, is an unusual name. And it's a long name where you have it up listed on Facebook. So it comes up and it takes up my whole screen. So, I remember you for sure. Alright, so this morning I was hoping the sun would be a little higher, a little bit brighter, that we'd been able to take in and see some of the fish and stuff on this here. But you gotta take it from me in this case here, because you really can't. I'm trying to show you, but as you can see, we need a little more sun to really show this off properly. But what a beautiful place. Alright, we're gonna walk a little further into Old Town. As we're in this area already, we're just gonna stroll in that general direction. We're probably getting off somewhere just around the, you can see Surfside, somewhere in that general area, but we can see how we do. As I said, I don't want to keep this on too long, and we've already been on too long. Are you kidding? I am only now warming up. I actually woke up, I only had 3 hours sleep last night. I was working getting up to YouTube, so I didn't get sleep till midnight. Of course, I was up before 3 trying to get the YouTube videos up. Still having a little issue with the third one, as I had mentioned. I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on the computer and stuff, and neither can our co-star. So I know there's a little issue there, but we'll get that straightened out. So all of your folks that go up on YouTube that want to see the 3-step, you're going to have to hold a little bit longer because it's not up at the moment. Alright, so here we go. Now, I've seen some photos that Jeanette showed me. You know, I've always been a beach boy, but I came on the West Coast mainly to surf. I mean, I come and walk boat a little bit. I definitely party down here a lot, but I've actually just been down here a few times like in the past. I did almost every year. I walked from Spikestown right up almost to Bridgetown. Wherever I had to stop, I would then restart again. So I've done that for a long time. However, I don't remember. I knew the West Coast, how it even suffered worse. Right now you're seeing the West Coast a lot better than it was say just before the 2000s, because around that time it had lost most of the beach. So I've seen some photos down here, something early 2000s from Jeanette, that the sand was right up almost to where that catamaran is on the beach. Very small beach, and that's before they started to lay these groins along the West Coast. But they did see the dire need for it, and they have beautifully laid them, because I would say the beaches down here are trapping sand finally and are definitely building for sure. And as you can see from this, as I dip you down closer, let me get you down to the level down below here, you can see from this here, this is a really strong beach. The sand is built up very strong in the inside section. Now, we did come down here when that storm was passing, Tropical Storm Brett, earlier in the year, a few weeks ago, and we saw that they cleaned out this entire section here. This is I've heard different places. I've heard the bridge by Discovery Bay as being the place that they call the River Thames, or resemble the hole in the River Thames, Old Town. And then I saw, and I've heard that this one was the one that they had heard originally when the river came down through here, but I don't really know which is which. So we can just say this was possibly it, and so is the other one. But you can see how much sand they have removed from here. West Coast has always had an issue with flooding. However, over the last 10 years, they have done tremendous work, especially on the Sunset Crest area, with contouring the landscape and stuff for the water flow. And they've also kept areas such as this clear, because you can appreciate all this sand has been taken out of here when Brett was coming in. If that was in here, we had a build-up of water, and then the dam burst, you can appreciate what would happen. And until that dam burst, the flooding that would work its way back up into the island would be terrible. So we see some flooding, even though we have not had really long, intense rain. We've had some heavy rains and some good flash floods down in this section here. However, this year, from what I've seen so far, the work that they've done down here is a drastic improvement. I haven't really seen the flooding that we have seen before. But they have, this is what you gotta call the double-sided sword. The part is that when the beach was minimal here, the water would have flowed off better, of course. Now the sand is building, it's forming little natural dams down in this section here. So, damned if you do and damned if you don't. Whoa, little water toys here ready to go out for your day. You'll find the guys down here. Down here is one of the most active water sports areas. Jet skis you can find down here. You can find everything down here actually. The West Coast, because the sea conditions, encourages skiers and stuff on this side of the area. You don't find anything like that on the South Coast really. You can find summer months on the south where there are tropical systems that have gone to the north, well to the north, that we get no winds at all, and it's just like calm. Everything is calm, and you'll find the South Coast glassed off. even more glassy than this here with nothing, no swell, nothing even coming up on the shore lapping. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to soothe your heart a little bit and relax your soul. So I'm going to bring you down here at this level, and we're going to watch 20 seconds look in this direction, and we're going to enjoy the sounds of the water as it's coming up on the shore. Here you go. Listen, I did not say the photo opportunity. Somebody said, "Man, you can't have a photo opportunity moving." I never said it was one. I said we can enjoy 20 seconds. I didn't say it was a photo opportunity. Alright, but look, check this out. You're going back and see again a little bit. We're going to go off here. Actually, let me put my bodyboard up here so I can have a little more freedom as well. Hold with me a second. If you are feeling teased, that is not my intention. As you know, I do not lie. This is so beautiful. All I can tell you is the water this morning warm, extremely warm. I would even say a little bit warmer than the air. It feels like to me. It's absolutely beautiful. It's almost a sauna effect. It feels just like a beautiful little jacuzzi here at the moment. Really, really lovely. Absolutely lovely. All right, to show you how big this beach is, how strong this beach is, and how massive this is built. Here we go. Have a look at this building section here. Look at this. Look. And so that you will truly, actually, wait, hold on a minute. I don't know if I've done a skimming water 360 though. If I don't do it, I really haven't teased you all right. So let's do a skimming water 360. Here we go. I'm going to reverse it this time for you. Here. Whoopsie. Camera is deciding to do its own thing, so just bear with me a minute. Let me see why that did that. I'm not too sure. We'll see if we can get her back up again on our own power. Here we go. Alright, so let's try that again. Here we go. Water skimming 360 for you. And now to show you the real true beach show, because looking from here it looks as though this is the end, this is where the beach starts and where the beach ends, but I can give you an understanding of how big this beach is and the strength of the beach that's developing here. All this here is compliments of this groin style that's being laid here. This is built, a lot of sand is building and being captured in this general area, as is on a lot of the coastline as well. But this section here has really impressed me with the amount of sand that's being built in. So just give me a sec. Let me harness up again and we can go up on the upper level, and I'm going to show you what that's like. Here we go. Now do not try to climb a mountain like this here unless you're like me. In fact, you're not ever like me, because I'm the best at everything. So if you're almost like me, because it does get a little bit hard to step up sand like that, loose sand. So just be wary of that. But look at how beautiful this is. And as you all would have noticed, there's really no drop off this morning in the water either. You walk in and out, no climbing, no huffing, no puffing. Very easy to get in and out. But this is this beach, so we're gonna actually reverse the 360 here for you, let you enjoy this scenery. Here we go. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Alright, let's turn on this camera so I can give you some more stunning beauty. Ta! Even more stunning, huh? I know, man. I can hear you all. I saw all the notes just, oh, Nick, please, let me see you, let me see you. I'm missing you, I want to see you. Look at that one, just sits there. Most beautiful view I have ever seen. Thank you so very much. You're so kind and generous. I feel that within my heart because I know it came from yours. Okay, although these videos and this journey is a free compliments of the EMC. That's what we do. However, if you do have a couple of dollars that you'd like to contribute toward the operational costs of what we're doing, we also have a PayPal link up there for you. You know, so you can help us with the gasoline and stuff if you so desire, but it is not necessary, and there's no hard feelings if you're unable to do so. But what we would like you to do, which is also free, is subscribe. So if you go up on YouTube and you've not subscribed yet, or even if you're not a member on YouTube, just go over on YouTube and subscribe. Let us show the world how many of us are watching and how many of us are walking together. And let them show how big we're growing because of the love and the happiness and the kindness that we share. Something you don't find in many places in this world anymore. Something you really don't find too much on Facebook too often. So that is what we do, sharing love, care and happiness. If you have the opportunity to assist us in getting out here every day, you know, we appreciate that, of course. If you don't, it's no problem. Come with your love. That's all we really want from you. Give us your love for sure. Alright, so we're going to end it here. We're going to stop right here. We're going to go and we're going to look off at this pinnacle here for you. I'd like to have a look in both directions. Beautiful, beautiful section. This is Surfside, as you would know. They have a steel band that plays down here most Sundays. Just give them a call first. So, also a very heavy sports bar as well. So if there are any soccer or any big sporting events that are going on, this is somewhere you can come and watch them. They have a lot of TVs there. Remember, it is open air and it's not dark and glass. So, you know, if you're really a serious sports fan that wants to see everything and every little move and every little slip of the ball and stuff, you're going to need to find somewhere that's a little bit darker. But this here can offer you if you're just interested in socializing and having it in the background and following it a little bit. Jacqueline, I know you can see the water is cold, but this is certainly not cold out there. Out there it's warm this morning and beautiful. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate up to the highest I can. Good morning, how are you? I'm not going to interfere with you or get you in it. I'm just going to take a little view here. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to sign off here, and as we are going around this 360, we're going to call it a 360, not circle love, because I'm going to be talking. So to everyone that continuously joins us, or even if you're on for the very first time, we thank you for your spirit, because your spirit is what's coming through to us and giving us the encouragement and continuing to promote happiness and love is something that you can do as well. If it's your first time on, remember that all we do is we follow our own light. This is a spiritual group. We follow our light to our destiny, which will be future of everlasting life. And that is the plan that we have for it. But let us do it all together every day in happiness and peace and joy. Let's make sure that those around us that are not feeling that way today, we can radiate our positive ways to them. And even if they don't seem to accept it or appreciate it, they're going to feel it. Trust me, you're going to feel it. If someone walks by me and smiles at me, and I can see that smile is from the heart, and they generally are smiling, not walking by and saying hello and looking at the sand, you know, walking by and saying hello and looking in my eyes, because that is how you speak to a person. You don't walk by and say, good morning, how are you going? And you're looking at the beach, or are you looking out to sea? That is not polite, one. And two is, it's not genuine. If you have time to say good morning and hello, let it come from your heart. Look at the person. Let them see that they're not invisible, that you are seeing them. And let them know that you are desirous to give them love and happiness and joy. To each and every one of you all, have an amazing day. Thank you again for joining us this morning. A little bit shorter than the last two, but by no means short. Hope you've enjoyed our adventure. Look out for us tomorrow. Remember, as I said before, we will put up an ad, but it won't tell you where we're going. We're just going to promote what we're doing so you can understand, and hopefully you will come and join us tomorrow as well. We're going to be challenging Miss 𝗂𝗏 tomorrow with some serious dexterity, so I know she's ready for it. She went out with herself yesterday. She bought herself a mini engine to put on her feet, and she's also bought herself a rope so she can tie it around my waist so I can pull her if she so needs assistance as we're going. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all. Peace and love from Barbados. We can look back up the yellow coast sink. We've seen that all the time. Let's look in this other direction here, and let's have a beauty at this. But before we look at this beautiful scenery, I'd like to draw to your attention. This is what my co-star actually drew to my attention. All these leaves here are heart-shaped. As you can see, or most of them, they do change color. So first of all, you can find a green heart, but when you find the red hearts, they're absolutely beautiful. Especially you can find the changing hearts. they're divine. So what does that tell you? It's a perfect spot for us to end this morning. Right by where all the love is flowing, right by where this tree is showing its love to the entire world. Have a great day, everyone. Peace and love from Barbados. We love you all. Remember, if you're on the rock, we want to meet you. We don't want to be Facebook characters that you see when you come on Facebook. We want you to come and understand this is who we are. We want to be actually friends of yours as you come to this island. So please come and meet us when you can. Remember, it's hard for us to get to meet you. So it's a lot easier for you to get to a location where we're going to be, whether it be Q, whether it be a 𝗲𝗏 Saturday or whatever. We usually let you know if you're interested in taking a chance. Well, not a chance. If you're a brave person and you can get up in the morning and get yourself ready for 4:30, you can call me the day before and say, Nick, I want to walk here tomorrow, and at 4 o'clock I will send you the location that we're going to be going at. So that's how it is. Anyway, everyone have a great day. Love you all. Peace and love from Barbados. On behalf of all of our EMC family, and all of those that walk the journey 246 with us, by our sides, not behind us or in front of us, I bid you farewell. Stay peaceful, stay safe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. God spare life.